Most people plan their first trip to Japan by following the same viral checklist. They arrive with a packed schedule only to find themselves exhausted, overwhelmed by crowds and stuck in transit. But the reality of Japanese logistics can be unforgiving. From the 2023 JR Pass price hike to the hidden luggage rules on the Shinkansen, a few small planning errors can turn a dream trip into a series of frustrations. Here are 7 mistakes that I see most travelers make and how to avoid them professionally. The Golden Route, Tokyo, Kyoto and Osaka, looks manageable on a map. However, many travelers try to fit too much into a single day. Japan involves a significant amount of walking, often 20,000 steps or more per day. If you overschedule, you'll spend your trip rushing to catch trains rather than actually seeing the sights. Pick 2 or 3 main areas per day and leave room for the unexpected. The biggest mistake is trying to see Tokyo, Kyoto and Osaka as if they were small European cities. Tokyo alone is a collection of dozens of cities within a city. One of the common mistakes, for example, is traveling from Shinjuku in the west to Asakusa in the east and back to Shibuya in one day. You will spend 3 hours underground in transit. The fix to this problem is using the zone method. Group your days by geographic clusters. If you are in northern Tokyo, Ueno Asakusa, stay there for the day. If you are in Kyoto, don't mix Arashiyama in the west with Fushiminari in the south on the same afternoon. Japan is best experienced at a walking pace, not from a train window. Following the 2023 price increase, the nationwide JR Pass is rarely cost-effective for standard itineraries. Many travelers buy it by default, but buying a 7 or 14-day national pass without doing the math is an error. Unless you are moving between cities every 2 days, you are likely overpaying by €200 or dollars or more. For most travelers, individual Shinkansen tickets or regional passes like the Hokuriku Arch Pass or the Kansai Hiroshima Pass offer much better value. Furthermore, the national pass does not include the Nozomi, the fastest and most frequent Shinkansen, without a hefty supplement. Buying individual tickets gives you more flexibility and saves money. Dragging large suitcases through crowded metro station or onto the Shinkansen is a mistake. It's physically taxing and, in some cases, restricted by new luggage rules. Japan has an incredibly efficient forwarding service called Takkyubin. For a small fee, your bags can be sent from hotel to hotel, allowing you to travel hands-free. So don't make this error, bringing checked-in Sazed bags on the Shinkansen without a reservation. Since 2020, there are strict rules for bags with total dimension over 160 cm. If you don't book a baggage seat in advance, you can be fined, or worse, there may be no room for your bag. To solve this issue, use Takkyubin, the luggage forwarding service. For about $15 or $25, you can send your suitcase from your hotel in Tokyo to your hotel in Kyoto. It arrives the next morning. You travel with just a backpack, avoid the stress of station lockers, and keep your hands free for the journey. If you only eat at places with high ratings and English reviews on Google, you will likely end up in a queue full of other tourists. So the error here is relying on Western apps for food. You will end up in a tourist bubble where the quality is lower and the prices are higher. To solve this issue, use Tablelog. It is the site Japanese locals use. A 3.5 rating on Tablelog is equivalent to a 5-star rating on Google. The Japanese marking system is much stricter. Also, explore Depachika, department store basement, for high-end meals at a fraction of restaurant prices or small izakayas that don't prioritize an online presence. Don't be afraid of a place with no English sign. There are often where you'll find the most authentic quality. But be forewarned. You might find yourself rejected at the entrance of these spots with only Japanese signs. They will likely claim they are full, even if it's obvious that they aren't. While major cities have modernized, Japan is still surprisingly cash-dependent, particularly at small temples, local ramen shops, and rural areas. Relying entirely on digital payments or credit cards will eventually leave you in a difficult spot. Always carry a reserve of yen, especially when leaving the main hubs of Tokyo or Osaka. To avoid any issue, always carry at least 10,000 to 20,000 yen in cash. However, for convenience, add a digital Suica or Pasmo card to your Apple or Google Wallet before you arrive. Or better, get a physical Suica as you land in Tokyo. It's a cool souvenir to bring home. You can tap these for all local trains, buses, and convenience stores, which minimize the coin scramble at ticket machines. Staying in the middle of Shinjuku in Tokyo or Gion in Kyoto sounds logical, but is often the least authentic experience. The problem here is paying a premium to be surrounded by crowds and neon signs, leading to a sensory overload and poor sleep quality. The solution is to choose beside neighborhoods. In Tokyo, look at areas like Setagaya, Nakano or Kuramae. They are only 10 to 15 minutes by train from the hubs, but they offer quiet streets, local shotengai, and better value boutique hotels. You get to see how Japanese people actually live. By choosing neighborhood stays just 2 or 3 train stops away from the main hubs, you get a better sense of daily Japanese life, quieter evenings, and often much higher quality accommodation for a lower price. The biggest mistake is thinking Tokyo and Kyoto represent the whole country. The real Japan is often found in the prefectures people skip, the rugged coastlines of Ishikawa, the mountains of Nagano, or the harsh highlands of the Seto Inland Sea. If your itinerary is 100% city-based, you are missing the quiet balance that makes Japan unique. You may want to swap one major city for a secondary city. Instead of Kyoto, consider Kanazawa, the little Kyoto of the north. Instead of Osaka, consider Fukuoka. These cities offer the same historical depth and incredible food, but with a fraction of the crowds and a much more relaxed atmosphere. Avoiding these mistakes is the first step towards a successful trip. If you want to skip the guesswork entirely, I offer detailed, self-guided itineraries that handle the logistics, the hidden spots, and the pacing for you. You can find more information in the description below. If you have a specific question about your upcoming trip, leave a comment, I respond to as many as I can. If you found this helpful, feel free to subscribe for more practical Japan travel insights. Safe travels!